Anyway, let me take you through the side effects of this drug so that you can get to understand where we have problems. Okay, number one side effect: hypotension. And these are side effects that cut across the board, whether it's epilim chromo, whether it is phenytoin, whether it is phenobarbital. But I'll talk about phenobarbital as a very dangerous drug in children, okay? Even though it's first line, it's a problem. So hypotension lowers blood pressure. Number two, hepatotoxicity, so destroys the liver. Hey. Number three, depression of the CNS. When you depress the CNS, we are getting zero seizures. Well done. How about other functions of the central nervous system, like respiration? So we'll end up struggling with breathing. Imagine that. So struggling with breathing. Loss of memory. Sometimes coma. Number four, phenytoin is well known for hirsutism. Hirsutism basically means growing hair all over. Ladies, you grow hair even on your chest. So if you are a girl and you imagine your girl, a teenager who is taking phenytoin, then she comes out with hair all over her chest, gets the trauma. Not only will she get the trauma for taking drugs for seizures, she'll get the trauma for having hair on her chest. And she can't avoid that because she still has to continue taking the drug. So save these children from this drama. Number five, enlarged jaws and gums. Again, this is for phenytoin. The cleft palate. Looks like, you know the Thatha Lewis, that one. And then enlarged jaws and the gums, very swollen gums. And their mouths are always open. I'm putting it that way so that you get to sink in. This is a very bad side effect. Your child has a very gigantic jaw. Anyway, number six, allergies. Skin allergies and those flashes on the skin. Number seven, double vision. Sometimes nystagmus. So you're seeing somebody on mbilimbili. It's like you just walked out of a pub. Hey, 2 by 2. Okay, another one, teratogenic. So these drugs, actually phenytoin is very dangerous, and also lamotrigine, right? They are very dangerous in a baby, that fetus that you're carrying. They can actually cause neuronal tube defects in that baby. So you should be very careful. But I'm not saying that a lady who has epilepsy cannot be pregnant. You deserve a pregnancy, you can raise a healthy pregnancy, but you need to talk to your doctor to start at least lowering the doses or giving you healthy alternatives for these drugs, but insisting most on the dietary modifications and lifestyle changes. Let me tell you, the syllabus, how it is designed. The syllabus has to talk about drugs in details. Imagine you talk about phenytoin. You talk about the mode of action of phenytoin. You talk about the pharmacodynamics. Pharmacodynamics means the mode of action, what the drug does to the body, how it works on the body. And then pharmacokinetics. Pharmacokinetics means what the body does to the drug, from absorption to distribution to metabolism to now excretion. All that is called ADME, which is pharmacokinetics. And then from there, we have to talk about toxicity. And then from there, we have to talk about any other alternatives for these drugs. So imagine how we cover the drugs completely. Yani, we go so deeper into the details of the drug. Turn your neck around and go to the first place of therapy where they say the non-pharmacological management of diseases. So you have epilepsy, you have the pharmacological and non-pharmacological. They start with the non-pharmacological and they tell you dietary modifications, that is it. They don't tell anything about it. So therefore, doctors don't even know the dietary modifications. That's why you cannot blame them. It is the syllabus that conditioned them. So they just say dietary modification and lifestyle changes, period. And then now they go on pharmacological. Now on pharmacological, they talk about every drug in detail. Every drug in detail, including the side effects. So today, I happen to work with a certain intern. Is it an intern? No, it's not an intern. It's a student who is still in KMTC. He's going for the 3rd year. So ask this guy, what do you think is epilepsy? What do you think is a seizure? What is epilepsy? And then the guy starts to sing. It is the, I don't know, the defect in the parenchymal, whatever. I was like, paradoxical what? Continue. I was like, whoa. And they told me, I will join that live. I told him, no, please, do not even join that live. Don't. If you're still thinking about the paradoxical, and the parenchymal. Please sit back, go cram the syllabus, pour it on that paper for KMTC, let them give you a license. After that, we'll help you and learn. For now, you're full of the syllabus. And imagine that is a student who is going for third year. A diploma student going for third year, full of the syllabus, is coming out in about a year to start conditioning more people. Now, leave that alone. That one is a student, we can excuse him. He has not unlearned. Now, there are these people who are already in the system. And you ask them about epilepsy, and they cannot summarize in the one that you can understand. What they are telling you is the same thing they read in the syllabus. I wish I could take that book and just read to you the definition of this. But anyway, that's the story for the next time. Hey. You're full of the syllabus, you're full of the ego. And I'm like, wow. So imagine one day you'll come in contact with my video and you'll get so surprised. So I told him, do not attend that live, because that live will not help you as a student. That live is for people who have already completed school, they are here and they are doing these things. So yeah, for you, endelea kukram, we shall see you. Continue writing the more Kenyas, okay? Good. Other side effects are here. And I told you other uses for these drugs for epilepsy, the pain management and also neuropathic pain in diabetics, right? So yes, but other side effects are here. Mood disorders. Have you ever realized that somebody who is epileptic on this drug, they are very angry? I don't know if it's the anger that comes with taking these drugs or anger that comes with them trying to defend themselves against external aggressors in form of stigma. But they are so emotional, they are so angry. I don't know if it's actually identity or something, but these guys, oh, yeah. And then now they end up putting up weight. And you know what weight comes with? Weight comes with its own challenges. Anger and emotions being part of it, because you want people to accept you the way you are, but they don't. You want people to accept you with epilepsy, but these people don't care. The world does not care. Human beings are so evil that everything they do has to be for a selfish interest. They are so evil. And until they die out of their own hell and then come back to live life, they don't have perfect peace. Number 2 is weight gain. Perfect. Number 3 is teratogenicity. We've talked about that in the babies. Number 4, these people don't have sexual urge. So therefore, libido and erection, 0. No erection, no libido, and hormonal imbalances in women. Number 4, mineral and vitamin deficiencies. Which vitamin did you mention? I mentioned 2 vitamins that are actually deficient in these people. Put it in the comment section. 2 vitamins that are very important. I'll add you one, which is vitamin D. Now remember, cholesterol is very important in the survival of these people, because cholesterol actually coats the nerves, the transmission of the nerves. It coats the nerves, so it's an insulator on the nerves. So a diet that is rich in cholesterol is actually very important in these people. But I'm still waiting for those 2 vitamins that we talked about. And then, of course, blood disorders. And this is because of reduced white blood cells, because they cause bone marrow suppression, and they cause you anemia, and they cause you white blood cells, low white blood cell count. We call it leukopenia. Hello? Are we still there? And then we have low bone density. Another one, poor coordination of muscles. And then memory loss, fatigue, and a messed up gut. So when you have a messed up gut, what are you expecting from this? More CNS condition. Thank you, Safi. That's the true answer. Vitamin B1 and vitamin B9. Vitamin B1 is thiamine. Vitamin B9 is folate. Folate is not folic acid. Folic acid is the synthetic form of folate. So when you go to the hospital and they diagnose you with these seizures and they give you maybe carbamazepine and then they add you folic acid that you take every day, it's a criminal offense. Why? Because they are giving you synthetic products. Why don't they just tell you to eat the liver in plenty, to eat eggs and egg yolks in plenty, to consume foods that are rich in cholesterol? So therefore, go shift to the animal fast instead of frying your brain using the seed oils. It's time for you to change that thing, okay? Yes. So this is the order of the drugs according to their toxicity. Number 1 is phenytoin on the list. Toxicity actually in pregnancy. Phenytoin, number 1. Number 2 is valproate, the sodium valproate, which is the most dangerous in other conditions, but in pregnancy it comes as number 2 after phenytoin. Number 3 is carbamazepine. And then number 4 is topiramate. So these are the 4 drugs that are very dangerous in pregnancy. So they have to be reviewed. But of course, reviews are the same. We just review them and we put on a title. That's something else. Anyway, So in pregnancy, if you're trying to manage epilepsy and seizures in pregnancy, first things first, if it's an emergency condition like status epilepticus, rule out eclampsia and preeclampsia. If you're a clinician, if you're a pharmacist, if you're an MO, you're here listening. At least this one we can spare nutritionists until we start the management. Please rule out preeclampsia and eclampsia, because most of you run to take magnesium sulfate to help you treat preeclampsia and eclampsia in pregnancy. And the seizures, forgetting that these seizures can actually be epileptic seizures. And these epileptic seizures are caused by low magnesium or high magnesium. So imagine if they're having high magnesium and they're injecting them with magnesium sulfate. You will kill them as you look, as you watch. And then number 2, there is no better medicine for epilepsy in pregnancy. The only thing that is being considered, they are trying to measure the benefits against the odds. So as you say, oh, what is the best drug that I can use in pregnancy? You know, Dr. Lewis, I'm pregnant and I'm using this drug. Which one is the best alternative? I'm not going to give you the best alternative. There's no best alternative when it comes to chronic condition management. The best alternative is in your kitchen. But if you're here already and then you're being managed with these drugs, they choose the drug that has the least side effects in relation to the pregnancy. Okay, and of course, the 4, phenytoin, valproate, carbamazepine, and topiramate, have to be totally considered because they are the most toxic in pregnancy. So epileptic people can still get pregnant, they can carry a healthy pregnancy, and they can get to the end. And then give birth naturally, and then now raise healthy babies. But for that to happen, they must prepare for the pregnancy.